Welcome back, everyone, to episode 2 of our preview of Afghanistan 11. So we're on to turn 3 now. I did end the turn off camera, but nothing happened, so it's okay. All our people now have all their movement points back. We actually have our new armored security vehicle ready to go, and all of our individuals over here have all their action points renewed. We didn't see any movement. As you can see, actually, we have seen no movement at all anywhere in between the last episode and this one, or in between the last turn and this one. Pick your poison. So I guess that just means we'll continue on foot, doing our normal bound with the vehicles. Now, we covered here. Unfortunately, infantry cannot get out of the vehicle in water. So we're going to have to just hazard that we don't get blown up for a couple hexes here.
Roger.
And by some miracle we didn't. I don't usually have the best luck with these things, but we will now scan. Probably we should move one and then scan so we can get 3 hexes. Okay, no luck. Now we just load this unit. Okay, it was kind of silly for us to move. Now we have to move here, load them. And I've only covered this hex, so I technically should drop them off immediately. Alright, let's play things a little bit loose. I'm going to drop them off over here.
Affirmative.
Okay, we got a little bit lucky that nothing happened. And I'm going to scan from here, which is going to give us 3 more.
Searching for IEDs.
So we got that kink in the road, and still nothing. So we're almost we're almost to our destination. Slow and steady wins the race, right? Okay. Fuel tank, like I said, this is just going to be as a reserve to supply somebody eventually. Mind you, we now have no idea if there's been mines put in here, but okay, we do know because we have our drone covering this area. We would have seen any kind of interactions in this area, so we'll just go ahead and transport this guy right on in. Okay, so as I already mentioned, just like with the drone, when they're into the fob, they disappear. So you can stack a whole bunch of units in there, just like with your HQ. So our MRAP is probably anxious to catch up with its infantry companion, which actually was originally this one, but they're swapping now. Okay, we can actually get this guy. Interesting. What I want to do is I want to make sure that there's no enemy militia near this road, because that is, again, what the Husky is most susceptible to, is damage by the enemy units. So I'm going to go ahead and load this Special Forces up and drop him over here. That should give me a really good radius of view.
Solid.
In fact, we could be dropping him right on a militia if I wasn't careful, but it looks like it's clear. We're going to pick him up again. Same hold, just bouncing him around everywhere. Because I also need to make sure that there's no militia down here. They could have appeared in the off-season or whatever, in between turns. Overnight, we'd say. That'll sound better. Okay, so let's continue to move this one. It can now definitely move up all the way this way. We see that there's no enemy units, so it can clear all the IEDs. And the nice thing is, it'll actually clear both of these at the same time because they're 2 hexes away, and it has a radius of clearing for 2 hexes.
Copy solid.
Well, no luck there, but we shouldn't be too disappointed because, hey, at least we know now that there's no mines there, so we can do very bold, brave things. I think it's probably worth us actually investing in a road here, but let's first stick to the task at hand, which is... Alright, we don't have anybody injured, so field hospital can wait. We'll just put a maintenance yard there first.
Copy solid.
And now, not only will our land units get refueled 1 unit at a time in the main fob, but if they use the maintenance bay, they'll get completely resupplied. But it will cost 1 of our valuable 5 supplies, our fob supply units. So, it's not sure if we want to do that. In fact, I'm actually debating whether or not to use this. Okay, this Blackhawk is actually getting a little bit low on fuel, so I guess I will go down and load this guy. And we'll see if we can make it over here.
Copy solid.
Maybe he can't. Oh, he can. Perfect. Okay, let's do it then. Let's go up here. The bonfire is waiting. Let's go visit them. Okay, move in.
Moving out. No new intel.
No new intel, which means they don't have any information for us, but you saw the +1 hearts, meaning that hearts and minds, we're working on it. Am I saying, by the way, ever hearts and irons? Damn you, hearts of iron. Making me, confusing my speech. Our MREP is already out of points, so I don't see any point to trying to move back towards it directly. I want to move here, which will give us a little bit better access to the road, and then sweep for IEDs. And again, not successful, but that's okay. We know we're doing the right thing. So we have to live with that knowledge. So we also saw that there's no infantry over this way. I guess we will risk it. You know what? He who dares... whatever the expression is. Let's go ahead and drop off infantry right over here.
Copy that.
We will need to get this guy back to the fob immediately after this, though. And probably we'll use the maintenance pad because he'll only have one thing of fuel left. I haven't mentioned this yet, but if you get down to...
Uncooperative.
Village uncooperative. Well, that's unfortunate. The -2 is the political points, but the +1 was for the hearts. Hearts. See, I did it. Hearts and minds. Maybe I jinxed myself into doing it more, though. Alright, we don't need this guy...
Copy solid.
We can move this guy a little bit freely. I want to do that as well. Okay, I actually want to do this a little bit strange like this. Now drop him off.
Copy solid.
We know that there's nobody here because our special forces were here earlier. But this will give us the best location for scanning all along this
Searching
curve.
for IEDs.
No IEDs. It's kind of a bad thing that there's no IEDs because those will give us political points and hearts and minds. So you're actually... No, I did it again.
Roger.
You're actually out of... All of these guys are out of points, so this guy has 1 point left. We'll just move him slightly. Slightly towards his eventual destination. Okay, I don't actually know. I wonder if I can I don't think I can resupply with fuel the helicopters. I mean, in some sense, it wouldn't make sense to do that because you're probably carrying just generic gasoline. And I don't think these choppers are fueled with quite the same fuel that the Humvees and MRAPs and all these other vehicles are. Alright, so we don't care about that one supply truck. This guy can keep building his road
Copy solid.
all the way. 50 political points every time we drop a road, so it's a bit expensive. But hey, there it is. You can see that now we have this road connection sign, which is very nice, indicating that this town, village, whatever, is going to slowly be happier and happier because it's connected to the road. Now, unfortunately, that probably actually isn't the case, just because it maxes out, I think, at 55. And this village is flying the American flag. They're very, very pro-coalition, very pro-American. So they're probably at 60 or around there. And I think the cap is 55, like I said, so it won't be helpful. But we'll probably build a water tower there. Villages who are more pro-American are also less likely to break their water towers unless there's a specific militia mission against it. Okay, so who do we have next? I know we have... Oh, the Special Forces are done training that armored security vehicle. So we have those available. We need it... We actually want the elite forces to go... The Special Forces to go up to this FOB so we can start recruiting... Afghanistan National Army infantry, because those guys will approach towns and get, I think, they're more likely to get intel out of it. Maybe it's more hearts and minds as well. I'll probably just call this hearts from now on because I'll keep miscalling it hearts and iron. Don't know why. Alright, so let's get this guy to move back. Unfortunately, it's a little risky to have him move along the road. What is it? No, not logistics. Okay, this is where your PP goes. It's kind of a funny abbreviation, unfortunately, but it's better than saying political points every time. So we had a net positive gain, even though we had to spend a little bit on logistics for roads, or I guess infrastructure for roads, and logistics is just us moving around everywhere. It's pretty expensive. We have one village connected to the highway now. We obviously need more waterworks to get a lot of PP in. I wanted to look at intelligence. 3 militia, and there's one opium crop, which is basically the... Taliban's equivalent of water towers. They're out there, and we should destroy them, but since there's only... there's not enough militia, I'm just going to roll the dice here and hope that there's nobody on our way.
Roger.
If there is, we will take some damage. No. Very good. Okay, I'm going to leave him there because his fuel is getting a bit lower, And we'd rather have him just refuel for now. Alright. We don't have enough points to buy anything anyway right now. I was considering it, but let's just go and train some more units. So I will still do the bounding that I've been doing just so I can continuously get a full scope on what's out there, or at least a good idea. So we'll keep bounding this unit. And we really only need him to move once more, which we'll just do by hand. This way.
Copy that. Moving out.
Yeah, there's nothing, so we'll load him back up and we'll just drop this entire unit off at the fob. What happened there? Oh, he's down to 0 points. Well, that was quicker than I thought, unfortunately. I actually want to drop him then,
Copy that.
because I'd much rather have the view radius shown to me. I want him on the ground. If this guy's out of movement points, we'd rather have this guy on the ground so he can just scout for us. I thought that this guy... Did he still have movement points? No. He does have 3, but he doesn't have the ability to set up an observation point. I guess that does happen in the hills. I'm not sure. I'll have to double check on that. Still, I did not. Alright, who's that? So we have 7 vehicles that still have movement points left. We'd have to buy a Chinook or at least a Blackhawk to get this guy where we want him to go. So what I'll do instead is just recruit A&A Howitzer. It's not quite as good as the American Artillery, I believe, but it'll pop up for free here. I think it's for free. By the way, I haven't ever checked this. So it doesn't deduct any for us directly, so I think those units are free, just they require more training, obviously. And everyone else is okay. So we have 6 units, the ASV, supply truck, this guy, more supply trucks, and back to the ASV. Okay, so there's nothing useful we need to do. We're going to end the turn. Good, we finally have eyes on enemy movement. The reason why we were tracking that, although we didn't actually see it, is because our drone was technically up until the end of their turn, which means we saw the movement, but the drone had already gone down. I believe. I'm just guessing. Alright, so political points and hearts and minds points increased because Bomb Syndicate was foiled. These newspaper things, this is just their way of adding random events in. I guess this is just something good for us. I haven't seen that one before. Alright, so we probably want to put the drone back up since we noticed there was some movement. And I'm actually going to try to cover the town to the north as well, because that's going to be our next destination anyway. Okay, these are militia. Good. I think we can deal with them with our mortars. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can give it a shot. If the mortar team isn't successful, I think the militia still disbands. We'll find out because we have a pretty good viewing cone around here. If that doesn't work, we can always get our special forces involved or bring somebody back. You can see the yellow fuel. We'll get to that in a second. Let's go ahead. And my mortar teams never get action, so let's just give him a chance to shoot his load. Very good. So he actually did knock them out. We got the 500 political points. And that's also going to be hearts and minds for us as well. So how are we doing on everything? Civil affairs, we're down 1.7 because of intimidation. That's all happening off camera. Basically, probably this village and this village. Oh, this one for sure. Maybe this one. I don't know. One of these peripheral villages has been intimidated by the militia. And multiple, actually. If it's minus 1.7, I think that's at least 2. Maybe 3. I don't know the exact numbers there. But so they have done that much. But we, luckily, have countered it with our own political 2 points up. And I guess that's just from the newspaper thing. And we also have 0.3 from village visits. Okay, good stuff. Now let's get a waterworks here. Well, where are you going to put your sign? It's building it right on top of it. I wanted to build it there, but yeah, it looks a little bit ugly on top of the sign. Probably should have built it right there instead. That's okay. Unfortunately, this whole area, we're not sure if it's mined or not. And I don't think we have anybody who can get into place quickly enough to secure it. Alright, so what I think we'll do is we're going to move this armored security vehicle out. We want to move the Husky. We're going to do this whole jumping thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Moving out.
Okay, nothing there. We're going to bound This guy. I guess I just want to do something like this. 3, 4.
Roger.
So we're going to take a little bit of risks with both these vehicles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The Husky has much less movement range, so it's going to be much more important for us to make sure we sacrifice some of the action points and movement points of our first guy for him.
Moving out.
I think that's good. Okay, so the Husky was able to do the entire distance. If we want the armored security vehicle to go, he has to go by himself. A little bit risky. These guys are only 50% resistant to IEDs, not 60 like the MRAPs. The MRAPs also have more vision, not vision, but movement. They have more action points. All right. So where are my special forces? One right here. Just like vehicles have fuel, infantry have rations, and they have to get back to an HQ or a FOB to replenish those the same way that the fuel works. Okay, let's load this unit.
Copy solid.
Can you load that unit? Why? Tell me why. I can't even get to that unit. My God. What the hell? It's underneath?
Here, Oscar Mike.
It's very strange. I don't think he was where
Copy solid.
he looked like he was. Alright, it's the same way. We gotta go secure this area. Let's drop him on this side. Actually, we can do a little bit of securing on our own just by dropping this guy down here. It's possible they've come and mined this area. So let's just do one quick
Searching
sweep.
for IEDs.
No. Still no luck on that. Gotta get this guy back anyways, so let's just pick up, load up, and go to the FOB. Yeah, we'll move all the way over there. Fantastic. Next up, let's see if we can get this guy. That should be sufficient to view the entire... Let's try this. I think that might even be sufficient to view the entire cone. Yeah. Let's get the MRAP to... I'm going to take a chance and move them all the way over here. I don't think there's any militia over here, so we'll just go for broke. Then we're probably going to have to use the vehicle, the fuel guy to resupply him. Man, no luck. The fish are not biting today. I'm going to load up a supply truck with fuel, get this guy to... This might be the rendezvous, which we do.
Moving out.
Okay, well... Good luck. I didn't sweep for mines. Good God. Ah! Oh, that was so lucky. I should have had the ASV go first, especially because these are kind of free. So we know now that we can move all the way there if we want. Okay, so the MRAP is free to go where it wants. Where do we want it to go? Well, probably we should try to get to this village here. I think we will just take a chance
Copy solid.
on life and just directly unload him here.
Copy that.
Okay, so what does this village have to report for us? That there's an IED over there.
IED detected.
Well, none of our other units are in that direction. None of our mine clearing units. Do have that one infantry we just brought back, but probably we don't want to spend them on that. Our Husky we already moved this way. Whoops. So what we'll do is probably just move... What's your points? I want to move right here, because that gives me the biggest sweep of the road. So let's do that.
Roger.
No, darn it. So I do need him to unload. Can you unload here, please?
Copy that.
Good. Right where I want you. Sweet.
Searching for IEDs.
And still the fish are not biting. Fair enough. I guess we'll just leave him there. There's no point in going further. That's a good thing for your Husky to do, to just keep patrolling the road. It's great to farm the political points, but we're having no luck with that whatsoever. Which is kind of a bad thing. Kind of a bad thing. Ho-hum. Alright, well let's build the road down here so we can connect this up.
Roger.
Oh, of course. Well, we found the IED. Now, unfortunately, that fortunately, that didn't hurt our buffalo, who also has a 50% chance to resist. Unfortunately, it destroyed the road here. God, is there more?
Roger.
Surely not, right? Alright, and it didn't give us... We didn't get to farm it for experience and... I mean, not for experience, for points. Frustrating. Alright, well, let's move this guy and load him up.
Copy that.
We also need this special forces. I think we can get back.
Copy solid.
Yeah, we're going to be able to get back, no problem. So let's get over here.
Moving out.
This will be a turn of rest, more or less. By the way, I haven't been checking this, but we do need to make sure there's no sandstorms coming up. There's not. That's something else I'll get to. Anyways, the yellow fuel icon that we had on the Blackhawk, is just an indication that you have 1 fuel remaining. But don't panic. You don't run out of fuel on this turn. When this will then turn to red next turn, and that's when you, after you get to move when you're red. And then after that movement is done, you're stuck wherever you are. And I think helicopters just crash. But I've never actually gotten a helicopter to wait that long, so maybe you actually are okay. So don't panic. Like, even this one, it says 2 fuel remaining. I have next turn, which is 1 fuel remaining, is a turn of movement, and then the turn after that with 0 fuel remaining is actually my last turn. Okay, so where do we want this guy to go? You know what? We'll probably live life a little bit risky here and try to drop him off here. Yeah, I think that's what I want him to do. Gosh, son of a bitch. I should have known. Our MRAP did not resist that one, unfortunately. Well, I want to move this guy forward 1. Obviously, we know that there's no IED right here, so we don't need to scan these, but I'll try to move him 1 forward, and we'll do one last sweep.
For IEDs.
Okay, we got 1 at least. Out of all of this, we got 1. So I'm going to move this guy back. Next turn, he'll have to repair here, and it's kind of a good thing we are bringing up the ASV. It might be the replacement for this unit next turn. Or we can just physically march, or actually we have helicopters, right? We can just use helicopters to keep dropping them closer and closer. So we'll probably have to do something about that. It's nice also that when your elite special forces are in the FOBs, they add their vision range of 5 to the FOB. So even though they're just being supplied with rations, and they can actually be training, which is what we should do. Let's get ANA infantry. While they're doing that, they still provide their wonderful range of vision, which is quite nice. Alright, so it says we have 8 units left, but it's considering ones that we obviously don't want to move. I'm pretty sure they will implement this. I think they did it in Vietnam 65, a wait command, which means that I know you have action points remaining, but don't go anywhere, and don't come up on my list of units that still needs to move. If they don't come up with that, I hope that they patch it in, because that would be very valuable. Alright, so we got our water tower here. This guy needs to move back. It's another fingers crossed type situation, but I think it's worth it to move him because we really got to get over here. Okay, good. So that all worked out. The Chinook is also not going anywhere. Okay, we have this 1 infantry. He has 2 movement left. 4 rations remaining. We'll just leave him in here 1 more turn. Yeah, this guy's getting a little bit lower himself. He'll be back up to 5 after 1 more turn, and he's a little bit... Wait, let's see. Actually, what we can do... What I should have done, actually... it would have been so perfect to just move him and IED sweep from the base itself.
For
It's
IEDs.
kind of useless to do it now, but we should have done that first. Even though, actually, it wouldn't have helped in this case. But so you can see why I like these buffalo so much. They have to repair the roads constantly, and building the water towers is going to get us more PP. Alright, good. So that is... That's everything. End the turn. Which, thank God, they do have 1 hotkey in spacebar.
Deployed.
Again, no vision of anything, but that's okay. I think I will still sweep this. These guys are both getting low on everything, so we will probably just get out of here now. This guy's low on fuel as well. Yeah, so this guy's even low on fuel. Well, that's actually the more important thing. However, notice that our fuel truck got here. That means that probably... Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5...
Copy that.
Okay, we might as well do that just to spare this guy in case. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he can go there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Copy
There should be
solid.
only 1 point remaining. Good. If I had gone one more, it would have been too many. So we cleared that much. This fuel truck is probably just going to be launched into the... Okay, we'll move this howitzer into position. Good range, but we don't need it quite yet. And we want another fuel truck to come and actually use its fuel on this directly.
Copy that.
Good luck navigating this whole area. Looks like we were successful. And so he's going to give his fuel supply. Perfect. Now this guy's ready to go. Now, unfortunately, ready to go. Not necessarily in a direction we want. I don't know about... Let's just take a look here. Only 3. They only have 3 out there. Well, with the number like that, I guess we will take a chance on... Okay, this guy's going to be able to build a road there. We might even want to build 2 roads for him. So, one like here is perfect, but maybe even one that goes up this way. And this will be an alternate route to the fob. But this is certainly what we want to do. Improve hearts and minds. And we're connected. Very good. In fact, since you have... I think you have enough points to do it. Yep, 2 action points is all we need. We will build a water tower right here as well, even though that's where the road might be running, but that's... Okay, I don't know. I guess we'll just do this. We'll build it here instead.
Affirmative.
The water tower right next to the water. It's
Waterworks
the
complete.
obvious choice. Okay, good. So they will start providing us an income. Notice that at the very first part, it's under infrastructure, I think, but it's 200, I think, for the first turn, but it goes up to 300, then 400. I don't know exactly, but it scales up, I think, for 2 turns. So the longer you keep it intact, because they will break down, and then you have to repair them. In fact, the double-edged sword about these is when they're broke down, when they are broken, they actually deduct hearts and minds. So it's actually only a source of negative hearts and minds unless you're careful. Okay, so we'll move on. Special forces here. They've done their training. We could get another ASV. I don't see us getting a Chinook anytime soon, so we'll just do this ASV training. There's nothing else for him to do in the meantime anyway. Okay, we'll get this guy probably to lead the way. That seems to make the most sense. Because you are not getting anywhere. Darn. Okay, fine. 50% is better than nothing, right? So, let's go this way.
Mike.
Good luck. Okay, we made it. Hurrah! We do have special forces and stuff in here. Notice the Chinook, the Blackhawk was at 1 and now it's back to 2. Same thing with the Chinook, it's gained an extra thing of fuel. Let's load up. Special forces is who we want to load up, but they're training. Darn it. We don't have our recon drone. I'm a little nervous about moving this guy. Alright, we got to do this by MRAP. Ah, balls. So this guy's low on fuel and he's damaged. We probably could move this infantry unit. I think we will move him in because he only has 2 rations remaining anyway.
For IEDs.
Just search for IEDs anyway. He only has a vision range of 1, but his IED sweep goes 2. Okay, good. So move him back. Load him up.
Copy solid.
Okay, move him here, and then you actually will continue to move to the vehicle repair bay. Now, that's a good point. We actually are going to need to resupply this base eventually. So they'll do a fob supply run with our last remaining truck. And hey, we need to get 2 trucks into the fob anyways. So we'll take 3 turns. Good luck to him. I love the different crates that they put on the back of these trucks is really clever. I really like it. Like, here's my fuel truck. And the way that different MRAPs or ASVs put different flags on for whoever they carry. This is really high quality attention to detail. Okay, so we're still only on turn 5 and we haven't gotten that much further. I guess we just wish this one good luck as well. This is kind of dangerous. Maybe we can get... Okay, these guys still have movement, so we'll take them. We can only go 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, we'll get him to go here then.
Affirmative.
which will give us some small amount of vision, and we'll be able to do an IED sweep of multiple roads at the same time.
IEDs.
Alright, nothing there, which I'm just going to hope that means this guy's going to make it. Good luck, fella. We're all rooting for you. Yay! He made it! Hooray! He made it! Okay, if we can load this infantry back up. They did the best they could. And move him back in the fob. Okay, so we have... He's here. Wasn't there another... Yeah, here's the other buffalo. He can't make it all the way up, though. Darn. Can you? You've already spent all your points doing that. Well... One thing that's going to help us, obviously, is connecting all these things by road. Alright, let's get the... the Chinook... Okay, this is just a roll of the dice. We're going to have this guy come all the way back on his own. Good luck. He's okay against IEDs, but not against militia. And he made it. Which is good. That means we can actually send our buffalo over there.
Roger.
Man, these missions just fly. It's already been 30 minutes and we're only on turn 5. You can see why my style of play is always very slow. People on my channel probably know that by now. Alright, let's load this guy up and get him moving.
Affirmative.
And we do need to come back here, but we don't have enough fuel. He will need to resupply eventually. That supply truck shouldn't have gone that way. He should have refueled this guy, but that's okay. We can get him to do that next turn. Actually, we might as well use the other fuel truck now for that, because this guy will then refuel our MRAP here. So good luck again. We don't know if there will be any mines, but still okay. My luck with mines is terrible, so we're just getting, I guess, pretty lucky in this one. Gonna start moving the Husky back. The infantry, I think everyone's kind of spent here. We could move. The infantry here does have 2 movement points remaining. We could actually load them up in the Chinook and... Actually, yeah, let's do this. Let's load the one with 2 movement points in. And we have enough, I think, to get here and back. So what we can do is just drop them off probably right here. Okay, I don't know why it bugs out sometimes.
Copy that.
We want him to go
We're Oscar Mike.
right here. Why? Don't. This is a bug, I think. Frustrating. Drop the guy. Drop him, I say. Okay, what if I do this? And cancel? Now will you drop? Just won't work. Deselect. Can we get back to him? Well, I guess this is somehow bugged. I don't know how, but it is going to prevent us from clearing that mine this turn. Fair enough. It's just, you know, again, this is just pre-release, just a preview. These kind of things, I'm sure they'll look into and fix before the release. I guess that's all we have to do then. Oh yeah, we want to get started on refueling those, so let's just get this guy. Yeah, he can get all the way down here. I don't know if they lose rations inside the MRAP. I suspect actually they do, but I'm not sure. So let's just deliver a fuel to the Husky, because we know he doesn't need rations, so he doesn't have to get back for the troops. And then this unit, okay, well, he's spent, but his next move is to move back home. Just like this supply truck. And supply truck's extremely cheap. No sense in not just getting another one. Except for, I guess we're at the max, because we don't have any? Huh, okay. Guess we can't get any more. Bite my tongue on that. Alright, so end the turn. Yeah, I know, and we'll use one of these 3 remaining supplies, 1, 2, 3, on this MRAP.
New ANA unit deployed.
Okay, again, no vision on any of them. Intelligence reports still only 3, but they have gotten another opium up, and enough opium will mean that the Taliban can just resupply directly with money. So now he's low on fuel. We'll actually have to get him here. But that's fine. He should make it. It's probably a good idea for us to... So the idea is, again, we need to leapfrog around with everyone to do reconnaissance. Always doing recon. A, B, D, R. Always be doing recon. They've actually trained our next ANA, which is fantastic. I think the Special Forces are going to go for a ride on the Chinook this time, because we need them to scout a lot of different locations. So, let's start by bringing you over here. It should give me good vision of everything. Okay, looks clear. Go ahead and build your road. I mean, we don't know if the IEDs are clear or not, but got to take a chance at some point.
Copy solid.
Yeah, we only had to go move 2 on the road, so there's a good chance that we wouldn't hit an ID. Okay, let's move them. Where's the next place we need to go? This MRAP can actually handle combat. So the only reason why we need to go down here is to scout for the Husky, because this is the way you should do it. Helicopter in, scout with your infantry, your special forces, then move the Husky. Yeah, that should be good enough. I don't think there would be any militia here. They would have had a hell of a time moving around. Good. So infantry to scout, then Husky to clear for mines, and then after all that is done, probably send this guy up this way since he can actually help clear.
We're Oscar Mike.
Didn't have anything there, but that's fine. He'll get there eventually. You probably... you can actually make it in. So we can save this fuel supply for somebody else, actually. You have 2 points remaining. You know what? Go ahead and build me a waterworks here as well.
Copy that.
So negative, we're negative, which is not good. That means that people will protest. I think 6 turns in the negative means you lose the game. But we need to spend money to make money. Oh yes, all these funny adages. And you're saying, Tortuga, you know, those don't actually... You can't just say them and they work. You got to make them work. But in this case, it's true. They will make money for us, and it's probably a good investment, even though it puts us in the negative for a little bit. I think this turn we can actually get our Black Hawk to fly out. ANA also has mine clearing stuff, but just in case we encounter somebody, I'm going to take my veteran unit. And we'll get them to go here.
Roger.
Now we don't have to worry about actual encounters because our drone is clearing, or is keeping the airspace, so we actually have visual over the entire ground.
Searching for IEDs.
So obviously this is going to get 1, and hey, it got 2. What do you know? While we're here, we might as well continue. Just want to make sure when this guy gets to... Maybe just load 1 more. Okay, actually that's the end of the road there. We've actually done it. So he scanned and he got here. Let's just move him here so he can scan there as well. Okay, do me the solid
Searching for
search
IEDs.
here as well. Nothing there. Very good. So already we're almost out of the negative just because IDs are so important to clear, and also very, very... Oh, you know, we should have dropped him off and just let him walk into the town. That was stupid. But, okay, how far away? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we're 6 away. 1, 2, 3. Would put us at 10. So we can do this. Okay. We're just going to drop him off and say good luck, kick him out the door, and get back to the fob.
Moving out.
And we'll send an MRAP to pick him up eventually. But for now, he's on his own. Just continue to move closer.
We're Oscar Mike.
Did I do the right thing? Yeah, perfect. He's just 3 away. He'll get there next turn. Alright, so we have Delta Company who's awaiting orders. Just scan where we are.
For IEDs.
I don't know if we're going to do anything with this guy. Oh, actually we can. Our MRAP, which was damaged, has now used up 1 supply, so we have 2 left. And he's ready to load up some new troops.
Roger.
Move him in here. That took 1 movement thing, darn it. But loading is free in the bases. So it didn't really matter if we spent 1 loading point to load from the side or moved in with a point and then loaded up for free. Technically, this could be the unit that we send... You know what? Even better. I just had a great idea. I know that we already kind of sent one unit up there, but let's get our ANA, newly trained, to be the unit. Unfortunately, we might not even be able to make it because there's no road here. Can we fix that first? Where's our... Oh, right here. Yes. In fact, we can. We can fix... No! We're so close we can't get it done this turn. He only has one fuel remaining, so... Since we can't get it done this turn, I might as well just move him back to the fob. Actually, we don't have to. We could just give him the fuel. No. Save the fuel. Actually, no. It is more important to keep these guys out and about. They're very valuable, so we probably... What about building the road this way? Is it going to help even? I think... Okay, that will take 1, 2, 3, 4 action points. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, we can't get to that road no matter what. I think that building more roads just, again, it just really allows the militia to plant more bombs places, but this will certainly help us get to this village faster. So I think it's going to be worth it to do this. Just a one-time investment. Wait, what?
Copy that.
Oh, we don't have... I can't do it, of course, because we don't have any available... building roads is fine, but you can't... Water towers is fine, but you can't build roads. So... Fair enough, just go home. And all the movement we're even doing is costing us, as we see, political points. So we have to be a little bit careful about that as well. Alright, you're stuck there. Probably need to get this guy back, since he's done all the scouting we need him to do. So let's just start returning units. We're a little bit low on points. So, do that first. We can't even conduct an air raid right now, because we just don't have the points to do it. Good, we can get you back as well. Alright, everyone's returning. So,
Moving out.
let's keep moving home. Get these guys to go back. Whoa, it's pretty far. Might be worth it to send this guy out to clear the road. Okay, didn't find anything, but I think it was still the right move. You know what? We don't have to do this order directly. I can just tell him to return to headquarters and he'll do it automatically. Okay, get this guy. He's going to be delivering... Wait. There. As soon as that one's done, we can move the next. He's going to deliver supplies, so get him to keep moving. Almost there. And last but not least, let's get this guy to return to base as well. He's empty. Actually, not last. Got this ASV we still haven't moved. I think it makes the most sense to have him just move into the fob just to secure his fuel. Oh! Son of a gun. Well, they destroyed the road because we actually resisted it, but they destroyed the road. It's quite unfortunate. And now we can't even get there. Well, bother. Alright, well, just, I guess, move. Very good. Now we have plenty of units that are already moving. This one hasn't moved, but that's fine because we... Wait, what? No, we do want to move the MRAP. No, he's out of fuel. He's out of fuel. Oh, this one isn't, though. Yeah. I do want to move this unit. That's the last thing I did. So let's unload him here, and he'll be able to get into town this turn. Fantastic. Even though that lack of road slowed us down a bit. Oh my god. The only place there could be an explosive, there was. Well, I'm going to take a chance or no. Well, I will lose this unit entirely if I'm not careful. And that's bad for us. I don't know what to do here. I either have to scan or not. Well, let's scan. Let's just be safe. Yeah, of course. There's nothing now. And we'll get there next turn. Alright, so end the turn. And you can see this is actually going to be a very long playthrough. Because we're another 40 minutes in. And another turn down. Just like a couple more in this session. But I'm going to call this episode to a close here. So, catch me back for, hopefully, we'll start the snowball rolling and things will pick up. But until then, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you back for part 3 very soon.